The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First carry now for David Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Switch.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They run. Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Montgomery.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A first down throw for Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Cousins. That That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jerick McKinnon now to return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
On first down, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and 8. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. First down, here's Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The 15-yard line.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Tr3ll. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch out. Sponge.
Now Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the ground, it's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 41, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Cook able to escape. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Joseph now to have the PAT. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On second down, it's Cook again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Fields on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 27, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Cousins on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll run on first down. Cook. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 118 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Working with a 2nd and 4. A give. This is Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins on the keeper. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
And this one is right through. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger